Excel 2000 is a computer-based spreadsheet. It combines incredible power with flexibility and ease of use. You can learn how to use Excel 2000 on a need-to-know basis. For instance, you may never need to learn about the very advanced features such as pivot tables, but you can still use the program to achieve the desired results. The more you look at and investigate Excel 2000 and its sub-menus, the more you will see. Using a computer-based spreadsheet, you can change, rewrite, format data easily as opposed to maintaining data on paper-based spreadsheets. On using the correct formulae and functions within the spreadsheet, the computer will complete the necessary job to recalculate all your end values, such as totaling a sum. A worksheet is essentially a large table consisting of rows and columns. You enter data into these rows and columns. Multiple worksheets grouped together form a workbook. By default, each workbook in Excel 2000 contains 3 worksheets. These worksheets are identified by tabs displayed at the bottom of the workbook screen. By default, the first worksheet is called Sheet 1, the second worksheet is called Sheet 2, and so on. You can increase the number of worksheets from the default 3 worksheets or reduce it to 1 worksheet. Within Excel 2000, you can have up to 65,536 rows and 256 columns. That sums up to a lot of data. To create a new workbook, click on the new icon on the standard toolbar. Alternatively, you could press Ctrl+N. You can also create a new workbook using a specified template. For this, click on the File drop-down menu and click on New. From the New dialog box, select the workbook icon from the General tabbed page. Click on the OK button to continue. This will create a workbook from the default template. You can create a specialized workbook from the predefined templates available with Excel 2000. For example, click on the Spreadsheet Solutions tab and click on Invoice. Click on OK to continue. To open an existing workbook, click on the Open icon on the standard toolbar. Alternatively, click on the File drop-down menu and click Open. In the ensuing Open dialog box, click on the file you wish to open. If you need to switch to a different folder, use the up 1 level icon. Alternatively, click on the down arrow next to the Look In field. We can enter a wide variety of data into an Excel worksheet. Let us see how we can enter a number into a worksheet. Select a cell and type in the required number. To make the number negative, type a minus sign in front of the number. Or alternatively, enclose the number in parentheses. To indicate decimal places, type a full stop. As you can see, the numbers typed in the cell will be right aligned by default. To type a number or formula as text in a cell, precede it with an apostrophe. Let us now see how to add text into the worksheet. Select the cell in which you want to enter your data. Type in the text required. Unlike numbers, text in a cell is left aligned by default. Now, on pressing Enter in a cell, in Excel 2000, the next cell down becomes your active cell. If the active cell does not move on pressing Enter, you can modify this behavior in Excel. From the Tools drop-down menu, choose Options to open the Options dialog box. Now select the Edit tab page. Select or deselect the Move selection after Enter checkbox. We can also add date and time to our worksheet. For this, we have to first select the cell where we want to enter the data. Then, from the Insert drop-down menu, choose Function, which opens the Paste Function dialog box. Here, we select date and time in the function category box. Then, select date in the function name box. And click OK. The Date dialog box appears where we have to enter the values for year, month and day. Click OK. The date value then appears in the selected cell. We can also enter today's date in the worksheet by just pressing Ctrl and semicolon. To enter today's time in the worksheet, we have to select time in the function name box. Click OK. The time dialog box appears where we have to enter the values for hour, minute and second. Then click OK. The time value appears in the selected cell. The time value can also be entered by pressing Ctrl plus Shift plus colon. There are a number of techniques that you need to be aware of while carrying out data entry. You can enter data into a range of cells. Using the mouse, drag the cursor across the range of cells into which you wish to enter your data. The selected range will be highlighted as shown. Type your first entry and then press Enter to move to the cell one row below, making the cell active. Enter the remaining data similarly by pressing Enter. When you reach the bottom of each selected column, pressing Enter will automatically take you to the next topmost active cell of the next column. You can also fill a range of cells with the same data. Using the mouse, highlight the area that you wish to fill with data. Type in the data required. Press Ctrl plus Shift plus Enter and the entire selected range will be filled with the same data. When you make an entry, AutoCorrect checks the entry against a predefined list of errors. In case you make a common error, AutoCorrect will make the required correction. If you want to view the items that will be corrected by AutoCorrect, then you have to open the Tools menu from the standard toolbar and select the AutoCorrect option to open its dialog box. Using the scroll bars, you can view the items listed in the Replace and With sections. If you enter C in parentheses, it is automatically replaced by the copyright symbol. If you wish to add an entry to the AutoCorrect list, you will have to perform the following steps. In the AutoCorrect dialog box, you can view blank fields next to Replace and With. In the Replace field, type in the incorrect spelling. In the With field, type in the correct spelling. Click on the Add button. Click OK to finish. Your entry is now added to the list of predefined errors. Any time that you wish to delete an entry from the AutoCorrect list, you will have to simply select the entry that you wish to delete from the scrollable list in the AutoCorrect dialog box. Click on the Delete button after selecting the required entry. Click OK to finish the deletion. When you start to enter data into an empty cell directly below an existing list, Excel will automatically offer a match from the existing data above it. Let us assume that you have entered some data. In the blank cell directly below this list, let us enter the word cart. As you can see, when you start to type C, Excel offers you a match as available in the list directly above the active cell. Since we do not require the match offered by Excel, we continue to type in cart and press Enter to move down to the next cell below. In case we wanted to type the same word as the match offered by Excel, just press Enter as soon as the match is displayed in the cell. This will automatically insert the word into the cell. The concept of using pick from list is similar to that of AutoComplete. To use a pick list, position the mouse in the active cell, which must be just below a list. Now, right-click the mouse and from the ensuing roll-down menu, select Pick from List. The existing list is displayed in the cell itself. Select the required item and left-click the mouse. As you can see, your desired entry is made. Alternatively, you could select the required item after right-clicking the mouse in the cell and press Enter. This command also inserts the item automatically into the cell. You can navigate in a worksheet using the mouse or keyboard shortcuts. If you are using the mouse, place the mouse pointer in the cell and click. The cell is now activated for you to enter your data. At the top left of the workbook screen, you can view the name box. Here, you enter the cell number as shown wherein you wish to enter data. Then, press enter and you will jump to the cell required by you. You can also move from cell to cell using the keyboard. Press the right arrow key to move one cell to the right. Press the left arrow key to move one cell to the left. Press the down arrow key to move one cell down. Press the up arrow key to move one cell up. Press Ctrl plus right arrow keys to move to the right hand edge of your current selection. Press Ctrl plus left arrow keys to move to the left hand edge of your current selection. Press Ctrl plus down arrow keys to move to the bottom edge of your current selection. Press Ctrl plus up arrow keys to move to the top edge of your current selection. Press the Home key to move to the first cell in the row. Press Ctrl plus Home key to move to the first cell in the worksheet. Press Ctrl plus End key to move to the lowest cell in the worksheet. Alternatively, you could also use the following commands to move within a selection. Press the Tab key to move one cell to the right. Press Shift plus Tab to move one cell to the left. Press the Enter key to move one cell down. Press Shift plus Enter key to move one cell up. To navigate between sheets, you can use the sheet tabs that are located at the bottom of the worksheet. Click on the appropriate tab at the bottom of the worksheet to move to a different worksheet within a workbook. To move to the last worksheet in the workbook, click on this arrow. To move to the first worksheet in the workbook, click on this arrow. Alternatively, you could use the following keyboard commands for navigation. Press Ctrl plus page down keys to move to the next sheet. Press Ctrl plus page up keys to move to the previous sheet. You can also navigate within Excel using the Go To command. From the Edit drop-down menu, select Go To. From the Go To dialog box, enter a cell reference in the reference text box or click a range name in the Go To list box. Then click OK to jump to the required cell or range of cells as specified. You can also use the keyboard navigation keys to easily edit formulas in a cell. When you require to edit a formula, double-click the mouse in the cell. Press the right arrow key to move one character to the right. Press the left arrow key to move one character to the left. Press the Home key to move to the beginning of the formula line. Press the End key to move to the end of the formula line. Press the Ctrl plus left arrow key to move one word to the left. Press the Ctrl plus right arrow key to move one word to the right. You have a number of selection procedures in Excel 2000 to suit your various needs. To select any particular cell, simply click on the cell with your mouse. To select a range of cells using the mouse, click on the first cell of the rectangular block that you wish to select. Here, the first cell pertains to the top left corner cell of your rectangular block. Press the Shift key and keep it depressed. Now, move down to view the bottom right corner cell that marks the end of your rectangular block. Click once on this bottom right corner cell. Release the Shift key. As you can see, your required range of cells is now selected. To select a non-continuous range of cells, select the first continuous range of cells. Now, press Ctrl and keep it depressed. Select the next range of cells using your mouse. As you can see, two non-continuous range of cells are selected. To select an entire row, click the row heading number. To select an entire column, click on the column heading number. To select an entire sheet, click on the Select All icon in the worksheet. This icon is located on the top left-hand corner of the worksheet where the row and column headings meet. Alternatively, to select an entire sheet, press Ctrl plus A. If you require to select several sheets at once, click on the First Sheet tab. Now, press the Control key and keeping it depressed, click on the Other Sheet tab as required by using the mouse. If you require to select all the sheets in your workbook, right-click on a Sheet tab. From the ensuing shortcut menu, choose Select All Sheets. To insert a row in your worksheet, first select the row heading over which you would like to insert a fresh row. When you insert a fresh row, this selected row will be pushed down. You can also click on a row heading and keeping the mouse left button depressed, drag it across the other row headings to select more than one row. After selecting the row headings, right-click over the heading to display a pop-up menu. Choose Insert from this menu. Any existing data will move down automatically to accommodate this new row. To insert a column in your worksheet, first select the column heading to the left of which you would like a new column. When you insert a fresh column, this selected column will be pushed right. You can also click on a column heading and keeping the left mouse button depressed, drag it across other column headings to select more than one column. After selecting the column heading or headings, right-click over the heading to display a pop-up menu. Choose Insert from this menu. Any existing data will move to the right automatically to accommodate this new column. To delete a row or a column, the technique is almost similar to inserting them. Right-click on the heading of the row that you wish to remove. In the ensuing pop-up menu, choose Delete. Your row will be deleted. Similarly, to delete a column, right-click on the heading of the column that you wish to remove. In the ensuing pop-up menu, choose Delete. Your column will be deleted. Alternatively, you could also insert a single cell or a range of cells. Select the cell where you wish to insert a new cell. Select Insert from the menu bar and choose Cells. The Insert dialog box appears wherein you can choose among these four options given to you. Shift Cells Right checkbox. The existing cells will move one cell right and a new cell will be inserted. Shift Cells Down checkbox. The existing cells will move one cell down and a new cell will be inserted. Entire Row checkbox. A new row will be inserted, moving all the cells in the row down. The Entire Column checkbox. A new column will be inserted, moving all the cells in the column to the right. After selecting the appropriate checkbox, click OK to exit from the Insert dialog box. To delete a cell or a range of cells, select the cell or cells you wish to delete. Select Edit from the menu bar. Choose Delete to open the Delete dialog box. Selecting Shift Cells Left checkbox will delete your selected cell and replace it by the right-hand cell. Selecting Shift Cells Up will delete your selected cell and replace it by the cell one row below. Selecting Entire Row will delete the entire cells in the row, moving all the cells below one row up. Selecting Entire Column will delete the entire cells in the column, moving all the cells on the right to the left. After selecting the appropriate checkbox, click OK. To save a workbook, click File from the menu bar and select Save Command. Alternatively, press Ctrl S. The Save icon on the standard toolbar also performs the same function. If you are working on a new document, the Save As dialog box will appear when you want to save the file. Here, you can select the folder where you wish to save your file. Enter a name in the File Name text box. Click on the Save button. After you have saved your file, you may wish to save a backup copy of the file. For this, select File, Save As command. In the File Name text box, enter a name for your backup file. Select Save. Your backup file will open automatically. To work on your original file, Browse and select it from the list available at the bottom of the File drop-down menu. If you wish to put in a summary of your file, select File from the menu bar. Select Properties from the drop-down menu. The Properties dialog box opens with 5 tabbed pages: General, Summary, Statistics, Contents, Custom. Fill in the required information and select OK to save this information within the file. To check spelling errors in a worksheet, select Tools and from the ensuing drop-down menu, select Spelling. If the worksheet is free from any spelling errors, the spelling dialog box does not appear. In case any errors are detected by the spelling checker, the spelling dialog box appears with various options. The Add option will add the word to the current custom dictionary. The Cancel command will stop the spell check. The Change option will change the occurrence of the word to the word displayed in the Change to text box. The Change All option will change all occurrences of the word to the word displayed in the Change to text box. The Ignore option will ignore the word and continue with the spell check. The Ignore All option will ignore all further occurrences of the word in the worksheet. The Suggest option will suggest alternative words from the dictionary. The AutoCorrect option will add the misspelled word and its correct spelling to the list of words and phrases that are corrected automatically by AutoCorrect. If you begin the spell check from the middle of the worksheet, you will be asked whether you want to continue checking at the beginning of the sheet. If you want to do so, select Yes. The dialog box indicating the completion appears when the spell check is completed. Click OK to exit from this box. If you wish to close your file, select File from the menu bar and select Close from the ensuing drop-down menu. Alternatively, you could also double-click on the top left-hand corner control icon of your workbook window. In either case, you will be asked if you wish to save any changes made to your file. Select Yes to save and No to ignore any changes made. If you are closing a new file, the Save As dialog box will appear. Enter a name in the File Name field and select Save to close. To minimize or maximize your workbook window, click on the appropriate buttons which are located on the top right-hand side of your workbook. Click the Restore button to restore your workbook window if you have minimized it. To completely exit from Excel 2000 program, select File from the menu bar. Then select Exit. In case you are exiting from the program without closing your files properly, a Save dialog box appears. Select Yes to save and No to ignore any changes made, and Cancel to stop the exit command. Alternatively, you could also press Escape instead of selecting Cancel. In case you have multiple workbooks open, Excel 2000 has a Yes to All button also. The Save dialog box warning will not appear if you have closed all your files before exiting Excel. Alternatively, to exit from Excel 2000, press Alt plus F4.